Hello and welcome to the Toy Box in Disney Infinity's 3.0. My name is Adam Clark, otherwise known as Wizard Keen. I'm also going to be joined very shortly by my good friend Dragnoz, and we're going to be exploring NPCs. Now, NPCs are non-player characters, and they're actors that can be inside your Disney Infinity toy box, and they can help to tell a story and, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to go over to Dragnoz's toy box and he's going to explain a little bit more about them for us. All right, Dragnoz?
Hey, hello. Yes, well, thank you for that lovely introduction. So you'll see, today we're going to be dealing with NPCs and all the little NPCs I came up with for our little map we built the other weekend. However, you'll see as I'm running around, the map is, a little bit different than you might have remembered it to be.
Yeah, it does look different. It looks amazing.
Thank you. Now I've tinkered with it to just kind of make space for make it a bit more of a cohesion map, a bit more immersive. So right, as we're running around, I've created basically three main NPCs that we're going to be looking at. So the first NPC is this little young lady running around over here. You'll see that she's got a yellow bar that's at the top of her head coming down into a little yellow exclamation mark. And if you look on my little mini map at the bottom, you'll see that she's actually displayed on the mini map. Okay, so this will be our primary quest giver for this particular episode. So when I move close to her, you'll see that suddenly I will get a notification that says, "Hello adventurer, can you help me?" I then have the option to actually select continue or to cancel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go continue. And then you'll see she'll start talking again. "The evil Darth Vader has dognapped my puppy. Will you save her?" Of course I will. And then she's going to say, "Follow the mountain path to the dungeon." And whoop, the camera swings over to the doors and they open. Okay, so this is basically our first NPC. And not only did she tell us what she needs us to do, she also showed us where to go. So now I'm going to go into your map. So this is the little platformer that you built the other weekend.
Yeah.
I now have entered my little dungeon. So this is the part of the map that I built. So you'll see there's a door here. Now this is kind of, you could probably call this the second NPC or second type of NPC. So even though this is not really a character, the door does actually talk to you and just tell you that to open this door, you need to collect 6 black crystals. Okay, collect 6 black crystals to open this door. Mainly every single time I actually collect one of these black crystals, I've got a counter that's going up at the top. At the moment I've collected 3. And yeah, so when I reach 6, we should see something amazing happening. Okay, see, I'm about to get the last crystal, and there we go. How do you like that camera move?
Oh wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
This is very important for me, that a lot of people who are attempting to build maps for the first time kind of get their head around how to show people where to go, so that people don't actually run around all lost and not knowing. Always build in ways of showing people what they need to do next. Okay, see as well, I made another slight change where there's no longer the mob here, but we now get teleported to where the evil Darth Vader is. Okay, so I'm going to teleport. Now immediately you will see something cool. Can you see that? The top bar of the boss mob.
It's like he's a boss. It's a boss fight.
Absolute proper boss fight now. Okay, so we've got little Fluffy over here. Now you'll see Fluffy has her name above her head. Okay, so that is another way that you could add text to an NPC. You'll also notice that randomly Vader actually says something. Right, so you've got a few more bars left of Vader. And you'll see when I kill Vader, he goes, "No." Alright, and that's it. And then I get teleported right back to where we started.
What a great little adventure as well, and what a great way to tell a story. I mean, although it's quite complex, what we're going to do next is I'm going to do a little tutorial about how you can add custom text to your NPCs too.
Let's see what it is that we need to do.
So Dragnoz's map is really inspiring, and I'm going to show you how to do some of the things he did in his map. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a radar marker creativity to allow us to put C3PO, who's just behind me, onto our radar map, which is just at the bottom left hand side of my screen. So, and also put a little kind of marker above his head. So let's get going and see how that's done. So I'm going to open up my ribbon, and there's my radar marker. Okay, it's in the creativity toys. It's kind of right in the middle there. So we're going to put the radar marker. I'm going to put that just to the left of C3PO. I'm going to just plop it down there. That's fantastic. There it is. I've brought C3PO in. I've also stopped him from wandering about at the moment, okay? And you can kind of do that with a lot of figures by just pressing square on them, going down into their properties and tell him to stand still. So rather than him wandering about, but if you wanted him to wander about with this radar marker, we can actually track him around the map. So what we need to do is we need to connect these together. So I'm going to select my radar marker with my square, and I'm going to say new actor connection. We're going to connect an actor, which is our C3PO. I'm going to connect him up like this. There we go. It's as simple as that. But of course, he's not on my radar yet. Oh no, 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 no. We're going to go back into the toy, open it back up, and go down to properties. In properties, we can start to define what the radar looks like, some of its behaviours. So at the moment it says beacon type, which is blue and with an exclamation mark above it. I actually want a yellow one with an exclamation mark above it. And there's tons down here as well, so we're going to go to that one. And do have a little experiment yourself as well, if you want to have a look at all the different things that it can do. Beacon visibility, I want it to be for all, okay, everybody around there, but you could specify if it's world or it's a radar only. Okay, so that's good for hide and seek maps. The next one is beacon location. At the moment it's set to this toy, which is the actual creative toy itself, but I don't want that. We want it to be the connected actor, which is C3PO. Okay, so once we've done that, we now need to make sure that it's activated. So I'm going to pop it right on, and there you can see straight away it just puts the beacon above his head. The beacon is that beam of light that's shooting up. So even if we're far away and he's hidden by houses or forest, we can kind of still see that beacon flying up in the sky. And also he's now got an exclamation mark above his head, which is fantastic. Hello. Okay, so what do we need next? Now what we need to do is when we approach C3PO, he needs to tell us something. So we're going to need 2 new creativity toys to do that. The first one is called the dynamic trigger. So let me just go and find one of those first. There's our dynamic trigger. Now I'm going to put that just over here. The next one we're going to need after that is a dynamic trigger is going to allow us to, when we get close to C3PO, he's going to sense that we're there, okay, and then he's going to trigger and something. And what he's going to trigger is some text. So if we just scroll just to the left a little bit, we've got something called a text creator. And we're going to need that as well. So I'm going to put a text creator down too. Okay. So again, now what we're going to need to do is connect these toys to C3PO, to our actor. So first of all, we'll do the dynamic trigger. So we're going to new actor connection from the dynamic trigger to C3PO. Okay. He is an actor. Okay, so we've just set that up, so they are now connected. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into our dynamic trigger, and we're going to go down to properties. So again, what is the target? What's the trigger? The dynamic trigger, which is something that may move about. Is it this toy? No, it's not this toy. It is the connected actor, which we've connected C3PO. Okay. Now it says the trigger distance. Now the trigger distance is how far away do we need to get, or how close do we need to get before C3PO actually gets triggered? Well, it says 10 is the default. I think actually 5 is a better number. So we're going to do 5. Okay. And there we go. So that's that bit done. Okay. Now at the moment, again, nothing is happening because it's actually not triggering anything. So what we need to do is go around this side, and we need to create a new logic connection from our dynamic trigger. Okay, so when it is entered, when we enter that radius, okay, of C3PO within 5 units of his personal space, if you like. So when I've entered that, any player, so we're going to do player any, okay, we're going to connect to our text creator, and we're going to display text 1, okay. There we go. So it is now displaying text 1. So if I move away from C3PO, it's not doing anything. But if I move close to him, oh, text 1. You can see that the kind of if it was 10, it would display about here. But I'm going to get quite close to him before. There we go. It's now displaying text 1. You can see a little box up there. Now, the little box up there is not that inspiring. So let's create some text inside of there to make it a bit more of a quest. So again, we're going to look at our text creator now, and we're going to press our square button, and we're going to go down to properties. Okay. So here we go. The text duration is 2. Now you can extend that if you want to. That is really up to you. The next one is the really important one, which is text style. It's set at default at top, so we can kind of see that kind of funny little box which says top. If I open this up, we can see it's got middle, it's got bottom, it's got connected actor. So top, middle, bottom are kind of the same, but they appear in the different sections of the screen. Connected actor, as you might imagine, actually is text displayed just above the actor. So I think Dragnoz had their little dog, Fluffy, running around the map, and that had a little bit of connected text creator connected to the actor. So that was almost like the Fluffy's name, just running around all the way around the map with that bit of text on top of him. It's very much like Minecraft if you think about kind of the text above your head. The one below that is banner. So when we have a big splashy bit of text all across the screen, that's what banner does. It's really good for kind of exclamations or short kind of sharp sentences. And it's also dynamic. So if it's a short sentence like help, it'll be massive. If it's quite a long sentence, it will shrink down to fit the screen. But what we want C3PO to do is we want him to make a proposal. We want him to set us a quest. So that's this one down here. There is some more ones down there, but I want to just focus on this one, proposal, because I think it's really, really important. So we're going to choose proposal for now. Okay. And in our first text, we're going to say, let's say something like, help me find R2-D2. Okay. So I'm going to write that in now. Okay. Now, here's another important thing. Disney accounts. You're going to have a Disney account to be able to write anything into this proposal thing. Basically because it needs to check whether you're writing anything inappropriate, because this stuff can be shared with other people online. So now what should happen is it says help me find R2-D2, and I can press continue or I can press cancel. So I'm going to press continue. Okay, and that's great. I'm going to move away and I'm going to move back in, and it's going to say, oh, help me find R2-D2. So I'll press continue, which is great. So I'm going to try and help you find R2-D2. But if I walk away and I can't find him, I don't know where he is, I'll go back in. Oh, help me find. So he's continuing to say that again and again and again. And I'll tell you how to stop that in just a moment. So what I want to do is we can actually set up the next bit of the quest. So often that's something like maybe opening a door or doing something over here. And funnily enough, there's a door over here. And there it is. R2-D2 hiding in this little cave over here. Well, not a cave, in this little area. So there he is, opening up there. So what I want to do is, when C3PO has also done this, help me find R2-D2. Now, if I were to accept that, what I want this to do is open up this door. Okay. So we're going to go back into this thing here, and we're going to actually create a logic connection. So we're going to say new logic connection. When the text proposal is accepted. Okay, so when I say yes, that I would like you, I'll help you find him. Okay, so when I accept that, okay, then I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to connect to this door, and I'm going to tell the door to open. Okay, so that seems straightforward enough. While we're at it, okay, I'm also going to say here. So while we're doing that, to make sure that when I go back to C3PO, he's not going to ask me the same question again and again. I also need to turn off this toy here. So let's do that now. So let's go here, the square button. So, and we're going to do new logic connection. And I'm going to say when my text proposal has accepted, when I've accepted this quest, okay? Don't ask me that. So I'm going to go and turn off the dynamic trigger. So I'm going to connect to that, and I'm going to turn this one off. Fantastic. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm going to run away. I'm going to go all the way back up to C3PO. Hello. Hello. Help me find R2-D2. I'm going to press continue. I am going to help you. And look, the door has opened all by itself behind. And now I found him. Okay, so that's brilliant. Now if I go back to him, he's not going to ask me again. And that is a very simple way to create an NPC, a non-player character, to tell a story or to set a quest. And I just want to finish by thanking Dragnoz for inspiring us and also for joining us on this episode. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, guys. And yeah, as always, I will check you all later.